You're listening to the Outstanding Life Podcast with your host, Johnny D, the Motivational Cowboy. As a motivational speaker, Johnny D impacts audiences around the world with his message of living the outstanding life. He's a best-selling author, MC, and two-time Grammy-considered artist. This podcast is a place where Johnny D can introduce you to his outstanding friends and share funny, interesting, and heart-provoking stories. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Here comes your host, Johnny D.
It's a pleasure to introduce the Motivational Cowboy, Johnny D.
Repeat after me, say, I feel good. No. This time say it with enthusiasm and conviction. Say, I feel good. Say, I feel real good. Say, I feel outstanding. How do you feel? Okay.
Hey everybody, I'm Johnny D, the Motivational Cowboy. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Outstanding Life Podcast. I am in Bethel, Alaska. That's right, I told you guys a couple of weeks ago. I told you last week, I am in Bethel, Alaska. And let me tell you folks something, it is absolutely stunning. I have learned so much while I've been here already, and I've only been in Bethel for 24 hours. But I'm sitting here with Tommy, and I'm sitting here with Rose. And Tommy, I met you yesterday, and can you tell me a little bit about what has been going on? This is day 2. I came from my Airbnb, and I came to watch you coach these kids. What am I watching?
The initials are NYO Games, which is for Native Youth Olympics, and it's been going on for probably the early 70s. So we've got a group of 7th grade to 12th grade that are practicing after school, getting ready for a meet next week. Most of these events come from subsistence way of life for Alaska and people of the North.
Now, today I watched some of your students, and they had literally Crisco in their hand. What was I watching? And they had Crisco and they had a stick.
So there's a wooden doll. I believe it's like 1 inch at the center. It goes down to half an inch on the ends. It represents the pulling up of a fish. So the Crisco is all the slime and guts that you have on the fish, and you're trying to pull it out from the boat, from the stream, from the lake, and that's what it represents.
Okay, and then when I first got here today, I was watching the kids like literally crawl across the floor, and it was like whoever could make it the furthest without their bodies touching the ground, or kind of something like that. Talk a little bit about what that was and how they were supposed to do that.
Okay, that game is called the seal hop. It originates from hunters trying to hop, lay down closer to get closer to seals that they're hunting that come up to breathe in open water, blowhole, stuff like that.
Oh, how cool. And then you just saw me try something, and it was me against a 17-year-old, and we're not going to tell everybody who won. I won. I'm joking. I got my butt kicked by a 17-year-old young man. He was amazing. He gave me 2 tries, and I lost both of them. What were we playing?
That is the Eskimo stick pull. It originates from hunters keeping in shape. The idea behind the stick pull is a hunter catches a seal, which is very heavy. You're gonna have to have a strong back, strong arms, so you can pull it up onto the boat or onto the ice.
Well, obviously my seal would have been still in the water because I did not pull it up onto the boat. And yesterday, I got to ask you about this one. It was something in the lines of they had to have their hand on the ground, their foot on the ground, but then their body had to kick a ball or something like that.
The Alaskan high kick.
The Alaskan high kick.
I believe it was like a winter sport to help them keep them in shape. So the idea behind that is you have let's say your right hand is down, and then your left foot would have to be down. There's a ball. Back then it was like a sealskin ball. So you got your foot that's on the ground. You need to kick it up, kick the ball, land back on the same foot you kick with without touching any other body part beside your hand that's already on the ground, and then your foot you kick with.
And folks, let me tell you something. This was amazing to watch these young men and women do this. And the other thing that I saw was the high kick. And you said that the state champs can go almost 100 inches, something like that.
Yeah, there's two different high kicks. They're signals back in the day for someone's out hunting. They need help with a successful hunt. Instead of waving, which would be harder to see, you see someone kicking. It's a lot easier. So the 1 foot high kick, you can either do like a standing broad jump, or most athletes will run, jump off of both feet, kick with 1 foot, the ball or the sealskin ball. The foot they kick with, they have to land on it.
Wow.
The record for the high school boys is like 114 inches. It's
114
it's up
inches. And Tommy, there's 11 different things that they do in this sport, correct?
Yes.
And how long have you been coaching?
I believe this is my 11th year with the high school program, but I've been doing it for a long time.
Okay. And let me ask you, how long have you been living in Alaska?
Born and raised here.
Born and raised. Now, have you ever been in Bethel, Alaska?
Born and raised in Bethel.
No kidding. So
Yeah.
you never left.
I've been downstate before, but I've lived here my whole life.
So I'm just curious, when you say downstates, what states have you been to?
I've been to Oregon Coast, Las Vegas.
Okay, of course, Vegas, right?
Yeah.
And Tommy, you said you only have about 4 or 5 years left till you retire, correct? Or until they kick you out?
Yeah, as long as I love it. I enjoy the kids. I enjoyed the NYO games, so we'll see how long my body can last.
And I'll tell you what, those of you that can't see Tommy, I've met him 24 hours ago, and the guy has constantly had a smile on his face. Just amazing. And I appreciate you taking a couple minutes and being on the Outstanding Life podcast. And speaking of outstanding people, I just had this incredible. Folks, when you hear this young lady's voice, she is absolutely amazing. I said, Rose, I have to go get my recorder and we have to record this. And she goes, it's okay. I can say everything I told you all over again. Rose, how are you?
I'm good.
Rose, how old are you?
13 years old.
13 years old, and you are a 7th grader, correct?
Yes.
And where were you born and raised in Bethel?
I was born here in Bethel, but I moved to the village Hooper Bay.
And you lived there for how long?
I don't know, like a year.
Okay.
I moved here and back.
Just back and forth. Now, the one thing that I asked Rose, I said, Rose, what is the one thing that you absolutely love to go eat here in Bethel? And I thought she was going to say a cheeseburger. I thought she was going to say a pizza, because that's where I'm from, that's what we eat. That's what kids eat, chicken fingers. And you said, no, Johnny, I love to go eat what?
Whale.
Whale. And you said, Johnny, whale is amazing. And you said that you even cook it. And then, or I asked you, I said, do you cook it? You said, no. How do you eat whale?
We can eat it both cooked or raw. I eat it raw.
And literally when you get it, what's the best way? You said it comes, you have to do something with the oils and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Tell everybody what you told me.
We could eat it with soy sauce, with garlic, and with ukok, which is seal oil.
And that's another thing that when I asked you, I said, okay, what's something else that you love to eat? You told me what?
Moose jerky.
Moose jerky. And there's something else. You said, Johnny D, have you ever had, I believe it's pronounced guta?
Agudak.
Aguta. Aguta? And what is aguta? For everybody that doesn't know what aguta is, what is it?
It's Eskimo ice cream.
And you told me that you actually know how to make it.
Yes.
And I called you out on it. I said, really? And you said, yeah. I said, well, then tell me how to make it. And you did. How do you make it?
You could make it, however, I use mashed potato. I put water, 3 scoops of Crisco. I put sugar until the you don't feel the sugar no more until it melts. Then I put any kind of berries, blueberries, blackberries, salmon berries.
And most of the time you go and hand pick those, and you said, or if you really want to be lazy, you can go to the store and buy the frozen ones, right?
Yes.
Now, something you're missing that you're leaving out, Rose, is you told me something about taking it in your hands and mushing it up. Talk a little bit about that. Now, those of you that can't see Rose, how she just talked to me for about 47 minutes nonstop, had so much energy, and you put a microphone in her face, and all of a sudden she's shy. So talk a little bit about, tell everybody how you like mush it up and stuff.
We have to like break down the Crisco so it's not like just like Crisco. We mix it around. You stir the sugar till you can't feel it, and it when you
First dissolve.
dissolves, melts. It kind of feels like wet sand.
You're not making me want to go eat this if it looks like wet sand.
It feels like wet sand when you stirring it around, but when it dissolves, you can't feel it no more, and it tastes sugary. It tastes delicious. It tastes good.
Now, is this something that when you're done mixing everything, do you go and put it in the freezer? Do you put it in the refrigerator, or do you just leave it out?
At my house, we leave it out because it goes fast, because my family loves agurak. We could also make makak agurak.
And what is that?
It's it's watery, it's like watery.
And you have one of your favorite people that you go to school with here, and that's your cousin. So I want you to give a shout out to your cousin that's not here right now. She's over there practicing.
Chloe Anderson.
So a big shout out to Chloe. And when you're not at school, what do you like to do? You told me a bunch of stuff that you like to do. Tell everybody what you like to do. Because you're only, how old?
13.
13 years old. And what do you like to go do?
I like to join sports, like NYO, cross country, wrestling,
You're a wrestler.
basketball.
But when you're not at school and doing sports, you told me that you like to go fishing. And what do you like to go fishing for?
Pike, salmon, whitefish.
Do you actually eat the fish as well?
Yes.
Wow.
We,
Go ahead.
we could also eat the stomach, but we have to clean it, and fish eggs, what's it called? Liver.
When you go back to your village, the other village, you said that there's something that you absolutely love to do, and you told me that you like to go do what? Walk down the what?
Beach.
The beach. And how do you get from Bethel to the other village?
We take a small plane.
And how long of a flight is that from Bethel on that small plane to the other village?
From Bethel to Hooper Bay, it's like an hour.
And that's a big plane. I'm sure it's about 100 people on that plane.
No, like 10 people.
So you got your own private plane then, right?
No, we still have to pay like $300.
And when you go to that other village and you land, is the landing strip, is that right off the village, right off the landing strip? Or do you have to, how do you get from the village to, from the airport to the village?
We take 4-wheelers, Hondas, snow machines.
And I'm just curious. You're a pretty tough girl. You just said you're a wrestler, cross country. You do all these sports. You go fishing. Do you go in work the snow machine yourself? Do you get on the 4-wheeler and ride it yourself?
In the villages, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. When you go to a store, I think there's 1 or 2 stores here in Bethel. What do you like to go buy? What's something that you like? Is it candy? Like when you go in there, do you go get candy right away? Or what do you like to go get?
I like to go get me some, drinks to drink.
Drinks like what? What do you like?
Like aloe vera drinks and
Just
Gatorade.
Okay. What's it like being here in Bethel? What's it like going to school here? Because when I walked in yesterday, everybody seems to be happy here. It seems like a very, very cool place to go to school. Would you agree?
Yes, it's fun. There's kind people, good teachers.
Yeah.
And like Tommy, he's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah. So I'm just curious. Everybody probably wants to know, what is your favorite subject in school so far?
My favorite subject in school is math.
And today you got to meet me, and tomorrow you get to hear me what? What am I going to do tomorrow at the school?
You're gonna talk,
I'm gonna talk.
motivate people.
And what did you get today from me? I gave you a gift before anybody else. What did I give you?
You gave me a good luck chip.
That's right. The game changer chip. That's right. Because you got to always bet on you, right, Rose?
Yes.
Rose, to everybody who's listening that has never been to Alaska, what's something that you'd like to share with them?
It's cold.
Is it always cold here?
No. If it's like 40 degrees, it feels like 100 degrees.
You're right, because yesterday it felt like summertime out here. Yesterday when I landed, it was like beautiful, and it was only like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
What's it like when it, like, does it actually get hot here?
Yes.
Yeah, like what's hot?
Like 40 degrees.
When it is that hot, is there a lot of like mosquitoes and bugs and stuff like that, or no?
Yes, there's a lot of mosquitoes.
Is there?
Yes.
What you seem like a very motivated young lady. What motivates and inspires Rose? I mean, you're 13 years old, you're in 7th grade. What inspires and motivates you?
Just seeing my brother doing stuff. He's the one who like got me to wrestle. He didn't like tell me to join wrestling, but I just copied him because he's my older brother.
Yeah. And if there is a young lady listening right now that may be struggling with something, what advice could you give that young man or that young lady? What advice could you give them?
Just don't give up, keep going, chase your dreams, and just don't give up. Imagine yourself doing it right now, and then try do it,
Rose, you're amazing.
Thank you.
You almost got me crying here. Your mom, which I want to put a shout out to your mom. What's your mom's name?
My mother's name is Gemma Rivers.
And I just want to say thank you to your mother, because the vice principal had to go call your mother to get the okay for you to come on the Outstanding Life podcast. And I know that somebody else is super special to you, and I want you to say hello to her. And that's your grandmother,
Yes.
somebody that you said that you absolutely adore. So go ahead and put a shout out to your grandmother.
I'd like to shout out my grandma, Juliana Springer.
Well, Rose, I can't thank you enough. Is there anything else you want to tell the world?
Just have fun with your life. Don't give up, and stay active.
Rose, one last question. I promise you I'm going to wrap it up. And that is, if I said, Rose, I'm going to take you anywhere in the country, where's one place, because you said you have never left Alaska, where's one place that you would love to go and visit?
I'd love to go to New York City.
Why is that?
To go see my Anna. My auntie. I haven't seen her in a long time.
That's awesome. And that's New York, New York. That's like downtown New York. And you said that when your aunt talks to you, there's one thing that she said that New York has that Bethel doesn't. And you said it kind of has a what to it?
A stink smell.
Well, Rose, I can't thank you enough for spending a couple minutes with me on the Outstanding Life podcast. You are an amazing young lady. And I got to wrap this up because I have to go speak here pretty soon, and you got wrestling practice. Yes. So again, tell everybody to have an outstanding day.
Have an outstanding day, guys.
Hey, I'm Johnny D, the Motivational Cowboy, telling you, be safe, have fun, and have yourself an outstanding day. What a special treat this was with Rose. Thank you again, Rose. I just want to say thank you so much. You were amazing.
Thank you. This was like once in a lifetime moment, and I just took it.
You just took it. You just took it, baby. I said you did. You took the moment, because I go, people are going to listen to you and be inspired and motivated, and you did. You took it, and you're not scared. Have you always been this shy?
Yes.
You're not shy. You're not at all.
What if you could get a blueprint for success? to take you through life and help you know what the right decisions are, how to unlock your potential, and achieve the success that you've seen in your dreams. Well, that blueprint exists, and it has a title, Wild Cards of Success by Johnny D. This book is designed to inspire and show you how to reach the heights you want to reach in your personal and professional life. Wild Cards of Success is a profound exploration of one's potential. This book will push every reader to dive deep into the soul's most profound corners. Have you ever heard someone say that you just need to believe in yourself? And did you wonder exactly how you would do that? Wild Cards of Success will show you how. And it's available right now. Go online to motivationalcowboy.com and order Johnny D's Wild Cards of Success. This masterclass in motivation and self-empowerment truly is the blueprint to the outstanding life. Order Wild Cards of Success now at motivationalcowboy.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Johnny D, the Motivational Cowboy. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Outstanding Life podcast. You all know that I am in Bethel, Alaska. I'm going to be speaking today here at the high school, and I am with a couple of the students. And I have Zach here. Zach is a senior. Zach, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Mr. Johnny?
Absolutely outstanding. And I got Chloe over here. Chloe, how are you?
Good.
Now, Chloe, you got a shout out yesterday from your cousin Rose. So you got the shout out and said, hey, listen, I got to be a part of this podcast, huh?
Yeah.
Are you guys excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Have you guys ever been on a podcast before?
No, this is my first time.
Okay, Zach, I'm going to start with you. What is it like for you to live here in Alaska? Because you were born and raised here in Alaska, right?
What it's like for me is that it's very traditional, and I'm glad that I'm living in that. I'm proud to be here. I'm proud of my culture, and I'm glad to be here every day.
Zach, I can just see the smile on your face. You are absolutely proud to be here in Bethel.
Thank you.
And Chloe, you are in 7th grade, right? Yeah. So we got a 7th grader and a senior. Chloe, what is it like for you to be living here in Bethel? Have you always lived in Bethel?
I never lived in Bethel.
You got to talk nice and loud for me.
Yeah, I always lived in Bethel.
You always have, born and raised.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I have to ask, I know Bethel is a big village among a bunch of smaller villages.
Yeah.
What is it like? Have you guys been to other villages?
Yeah, I've been to other villages, yeah.
If so, what is it like? Because Bethel is, like for you guys, it's pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, it's super tiny, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there is like 80 or 90,000 people just in my little city.
That's a lot of people.
What is it like for you guys to jump on a plane and go to another village?
Oh, it's what it's like for me is you get to enjoy the scenery, how you're heading to the village with the plane, and that if you could have a chance to see some animals out there in the plane also.
So you guys take like a small plane then?
Yeah, small plane.
So it seats what, like 6, 8, 10 people?
Yes, yeah.
So it's kind of like having your own plane. I asked Rose yesterday, I had Rose on the show, and I said, well, it's like your own private plane. And she's like, oh no, we got to pay for it.
Yeah, we got to pay for it, yeah.
So what's the difference when you are living here in Bethel, but you go back to a village? What is there to do in these small villages?
You got a lot of things to do in the village, because in the village you gotta take care of everything in order to like stay in order, I guess be ready,
Why do you go to other villages? When you live in Bethel, what's the reason to go to other villages?
When we go to other villages, it's either we go to visit our family, or to go to a special event. Yeah. Okay. Chloe,
what is it like for you to when you get a chance to go to another village? And if so, what is the other villages you've been to?
I've been to Scammon Bay, Nabus, Downriver, and Upriver. But then I go villages to see family, to hunt, to pick berries and stuff like that.
Chloe, you are a young girl, only 13 years old? Mm-hmm. And you're telling me that you hunt?
Mm-hmm.
What do you hunt?
Sometimes I go ptarmigan hunting with my friends.
Now tell everybody what that is.
Ptarmigans are just birds.
Okay, they're just birds.
I go out hunting also.
Yeah, you both hunt.
Yeah.
So with a shotgun or a 22?
Pellet.
A pellet gun?
Or
stuff like that.
It depends on how big is the animal. Like a goose, you use or like geese use a shotgun.
Okay.
And if like a moose also out here, you use a bigger rifle, like bigger rifle.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, Zach, look at Chloe, how tiny she is. Chloe, I gotta what's the biggest gun you've shot? I mean, have you shot a shotgun? Have you shot a handgun?
It's like a tiny little pellet gun. It's like a BB gun, but not really.
Okay, so BB gun, but not really.
Yeah.
And so you hunt birds then.
Mm-hmm.
And do you also fish?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Do you ice fish and regular fish?
Yes.
And what do you usually go and catch?
For my upping gram, we only mainly catch whitefishes and salmon and stuff like that.
Do you also eat it?
Yeah.
I have to ask, guys.
Yeah.
When you guys are, if I gave you guys $50 right now, and I said go in the town and get whatever you want to eat, what is a meal that you guys absolutely love to eat?
I really love to eat dry fish.
Dry fish
and seal oil. That's a combo.
Dry fish in sea oil.
Yeah.
Or seal oil.
Yeah, seal oil. Yeah.
Okay, really? Now, why is that? You would give up pizza, hamburgers, chicken, and said you would want dry fish.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, dry fish and seal oil. But my favorite is when I go to a restaurant. It's what is it? Fried chicken or something.
Fried chicken?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to ask, Zach, do you know how to make dry fish? If
Dry
so,
fish?
can you explain to everybody how you make dry fish?
I could. I'll do my best to explain because I've watched my grandma and my other relatives make dry fish. So when you catch fish, when you're out on the river, while gill netting, and you bring much home back to fish camp, and you get the woman, they usually cut the fish.
So you're telling me the men go out and catch the fish,
Yeah.
they bring it back, because what I'm seeing right here is I'm watching Chloe watch you, and she's like with her hands cutting the head off, and is that true?
Yeah.
That's what. So is dry fish kind of like a jerky?
Yeah. When you hang them and then like they're done drying, we smoke them, and when it's done, I think you dry them again until they're ready, and when they're ready, you get to eat them, and it's very yummy, very nice.
Really? So Zoe, I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
What is something that you absolutely love to eat here in Bethel, Alaska?
I don't know. Sometimes my grandma will make agurak and then we'll just eat it.
Yeah, we found out yesterday what a good is from your cousin Rose. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is good. I gotta try that. I gotta go to the. What is the big store here?
AC.
AC. I gotta go to the AC because I found out yesterday that the AC actually sells Aguda.
Yeah.
So I might have to go try that.
I forgot what Alaska's commercial store something
like that. Yeah.
Commercial Canada.
Yeah.
So when you okay, you guys you're in high school. Zach. What is your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject is, I gotta say, math.
Math?
Yeah.
Now, has it always been math?
Yeah, because I remember when I was in middle school, I was really fast in math. Yeah, and I get these certificates for math, and my dad, ever since my middle school years, he'd been calling me a math wizard. Yeah.
Are you the only child, or do you have brothers and sisters?
I have one biological sister, and I'm like a year and a half older than her.
Okay.
And I have two half siblings and 5 step siblings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chloe, how about you? Do you have other brothers and sisters? And
Yeah.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah.
I can tell. You're a tough girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I got a question for you guys. Have you ever seen animals walking around here in Bethel, Alaska?
Yeah.
I've seen animals walking around here.
There's-
Chloe, what have you seen, Chloe?
I seen moose.
Wait a second. Are you
walking
kidding me?
around.
You seen moose walking around the streets here in Bethel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen moose. When we were coming down the highway, there was like a female and a calf ran across the road.
Wow.
When I was going down to the store, I was with my father. Yeah.
Really? Have you ever shot anything that big, Zach?
Yeah.
So you've been moose hunting?
Yeah, I've been moose hunting.
Did you and your family, like when you went hunting, did you and your father actually get
Yeah,
a
moose. Yeah, my dad cousined a moose. He cousined a moose, and he's like really professional. I remember this one year. I think this was 4 years ago. My dad was calling in moose, and he called in like 20 different moose in the same day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you get a big moose, does the community come together and you guys eat it? Like
No.
if you guys
No,
get,
but
No.
that's in the village.
okay.
Yeah.
In the villages, they do that?
They do that, but when people catch moose, they usually give out.
They don't catch them. They kill them, right?
Yeah, they kill them. Yeah. When they kill the moose, they get it, and they give some to their people.
To
They share,
elders.
they
Elders.
share the elders and to other people that
Wow.
are in need.
How about you, Chloe? What's an animal you've seen walking around here?
I see mooses just walking around. That's the only main thing we see here in Bethel.
What about a bear? You ever see bear?
No.
No. So when you guys are not, like when you think of Alaska, or when I think of Alaska, I think of like dog sledding. I think of nothing but winter time. Have you guys ever been like dog sledding or anything like that?
I never been dog sledding.
No?
I've been dog sledding, but it was not a traditional dog sled. With a jet sled. I remember like with my two big dogs, I just tie them to the sled and just have
So
fun.
you tied your dogs to the sled and had them push you around?
Yeah, dog sled. Yeah.
So Zach, you are how old?
I'm 17.
17 years old. So do you have your license?
Oh, I don't have my license yet.
Okay, so it really
But I'm planning to get it though.
Okay, so
Yeah.
is that something that is really important here in Bethel because it's so small?
Yeah.
Do you really need to get your license?
No.
Zoe's like no, or Chloe's like no.
Yeah, but it's like I want to get mine. Yeah, but I love walking.
So I noticed a lot of people walk here. You're absolutely right. So guys, have you ever been? I know you've been to other villages. Have you ever been to other states?
Other states?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've only been to Seattle, Washington.
Seattle,
Yeah.
Washington, and what was that like?
It was really awesome. I got to see the Space Needle and turkeys and deers I never saw before. I went
I bet
to
you that was a really cool experience, right? A lot of people.
yeah, a lot of people, and I went to go visit my grandmother.
Okay.
My dad's mother.
What was that like to get on a plane and fly so far? Because I think that's 3 or 4 hours
Yeah, no,
flight.
I was tired when I got when we got to the Seattle.
For me on the way here, it was a 9-hour flight.
9 hour flight.
Yeah, 9 hours. Well, and I had to go through. I had to go from Detroit to Seattle, Seattle to Anchorage, and Anchorage to Bethel.
Yeah.
So,
Holy cow.
Chloe, I have to ask you the same thing. Have you ever been outside of Alaska
I've been-
besides a village? A village doesn't count.
I've been to Florida before.
What? You've been to Florida?
Yeah.
So you're talking about the coldest place on the planet, just about Alaska, to one of the warmest places. What was it like for you?
It
when
was
you-
super hot there, and we always saw skyscrapers. It was so weird.
Yeah. Something you don't see here. Tell everybody what the experiences was like for you when you got off the plane, and because I'm assuming you went to the ocean,
Yeah.
but it was a different ocean.
Yeah. It was weird. Like we were just at a beach, and all you see is water, like clear water instead
Yeah.
of water. Like here, you don't see like an island across. You just see water. That's the main thing we saw.
Chloe, do you play sports here at Bethel Regional
Yeah.
High School? What do you play?
I do wrestling, basketball.
Wait a second. You wrestle?
Yeah.
Holy Toledo, are you good?
I don't know.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. What else? I'm sorry, I interrupted. I got so excited about. I heard you. You are a tough girl.
NYO, and that's the main 3 sports I really do.
And what's NYO?
NYO is like
Native Youth.
Native Youth Olympics. Yeah, I had yesterday. I got to interview Coach Tommy for a little bit. So pretty cool guy.
Yep, he's awesome. Dude.
So Zach, how about you? Do you play any sports?
Yeah,
here?
I play any sports. I play some sports. I joined wrestling this year, and I joined wrestling my last year also. I play basketball, and I'm doing NYO this year also.
Born and raised here in Bethel. You've been going to school here for a little while. Do you have a story about a favorite teacher that you absolutely adore so far?
My favorite teacher was Mr. Johnson in 5th grade.
And what was so special about Mr. Johnson?
He always like boosted our mood up, and he was just like a fun, loud guy to be around.
Why are you looking at me when you said loud? You think I'm loud?
No.
I'm joking. I'm just teasing. So he was fun. He was motivating. He was inspiring. That's awesome. Chloe, what would you say to the teachers that are listening right now? What kind of things are you looking for in a teacher like Mr. Johnson? Tell the teachers.
Like, nice, loud, and like you actually have to like, I don't know how to explain it. Like
interact with.
Yeah, like
Yes.
interact and stuff like that.
Okay. Is there another one that you want to mention? You want to give a shout out to another teacher that you absolutely adore, or maybe a coach?
Oh, Miss Iverson.
Oh yeah, and what does she coach?
She coaches basketball, and also my auntie Lit. She was my basketball coach in 6th grade, so
Okay.
she's a good coach.
Now, Zach, you are a senior this year.
Yeah, I'm a senior this year.
You've had a lot of teachers so far.
Yeah.
A few more than Chloe. Who have been a few of you, or maybe one that really sticks out? One teacher that you're like, I absolutely adored this person.
I adore my 5th and 6th grade math teacher because she
What's her name?
Her name is Mrs. Spear, but she moved back home to Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah, and I adore her so much because she persevered me, and she told us to do our very best, and I really love that teacher. She was a really good teacher.
Zach, Chloe, you guys are amazing. You're a young man, and I appreciate you. You are a up and coming star. I can tell by looking in your eyes there, Chloe. There are people listening right now. There's young men, young women listening right now. There's mom and dads listening right now. There are teachers listening right now. What can you share with the world right now? Somebody that may be struggling with something. What advice could you give the person listening right now that needs a little bit of encouragement?
Don't give up.
Yeah, don't give
Say
up.
that again, Chloe.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. And why would you say that, Chloe?
Because people are like trying to, I don't know, like, don't stop, just keep going, just like stuff like that.
Yeah, don't stop. No matter what happens, just don't stop. Has there been a time in your life that you had to think that way? You're like, I just can't stop.
Yeah.
Is that why you are such a strong young lady, and that's the way you think that way? Who taught you to think that way?
My grandma.
And what did grandma say to you?
She's just like she's like I don't know. She's
obviously means a lot to you, and she's very encouraging and motivating. Would you say that she probably is one of your best coaches?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever motivate and inspire grandma? Do you ever say nice things to her and make her smile? Mm-hmm. Tell me something that you've done to make grandma smile.
We always joke about my uppy because he can barely hear, and she'll yell at him to listen. And we'll just giggle about that.
Awesome. And Zach, I'm going to ask you the exact same question. What advice could you give somebody listening right now that needs a little kick in the butt, a little motivation, a little inspiration? What can Zach, a senior from Bethel Regional High School, tell them right now?
I always try to keep busy. Don't ever give up what you're doing, and that just keep going. Never give up. Always persevere.
Now, why would you tell somebody that? Is that something you've had to deal with yourself?
Yeah, because when you're feeling down, it doesn't feel too good. That's why I always try to feel good, and I do my best to stay positive, and it's doing good. I love it.
Yeah,
really best feeling ever.
Guys, what is it like to live in Bethel, Alaska? When right now, it doesn't get dark until almost 10:30 at night. What is that like? At some point, you guys have daylight of 23 hours.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, and I heard that plants in Alaska, when you grow, they grow like 8 times bigger, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we get a lot of sunlight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So when you guys want to get from point A to point B, I've seen people walking. I have seen people on 4-wheelers.
Yeah.
Snow machines, cars, in taxis. That's the 5 things I think. There's no horses, I don't think, around
here. Yeah, there's
here.
no horses.
So how do you guys get around?
I used to go around with bike, but I
With a
usually
pedal
walk-
bike?
Yeah, with the pedal bike. Yeah.
There's snow on the ground. There's ice on the ground. How do you go?
During the summertime?
Okay.
Because during the summertime, there's a sidewalk for bikes, and it's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chloe, how about you?
My mom brings me around everywhere, or I just walk there myself.
Really? So your mom's your taxi.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to wrap things up here in just a second.
Yeah.
But I want to give you, Zach, a minute to give a shout out to somebody you love. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member. I don't know. I'm going to give you a minute now to talk about somebody that motivates, inspires you, or just you just want to say, hey man, I'm thinking about you, and I want to say hi.
I'd love to shout out my father because he kept me going, and that I love him so much, and he perseveres me, and he taught me who I am now today.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Have you always had a great relationship with your father?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's your motivator.
Yeah,
he's your inspirer.
yeah,
he's the one that kicks you in the butt when you need it, right?
Yeah.
But let me ask you this, Zach. Are you the same person to him when he needs a smile? Are you the one to give it to him? When he needs a kick in the butt, are you the one to give it to him?
Yeah, something like that. But he usually kicks up in the butt to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Chloe, how about you? Shout out to anybody you want. Now, because yesterday, you cannot say Rose, because Rose was on the show yesterday. She gave you a shout out. You're on the show. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
My friends and my family back in Anchorage and here in Bethel.
Okay.
Like my mom and my upping Graham and my uncle Myron in Anchorage. That's basically it.
So, okay, one last question. I know I said two questions ago that I was going to wrap things up, but I got one more question.
Yeah.
The other language here in Bethel, Alaska, and I hope I say this right, is Yupik.
Yeah, Yupik.
Yeah.
I got to ask you two. You are great at speaking English. Do you know any Yupik?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Can you share with the audience maybe just a couple words that you might be able to share with us? They can't be bad words.
Words that's hukka means hi.
Hukka?
Yeah, hukka. Chamai.
What's that mean?
Shake hand.
Like,
Shake hands.
Chamai. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Okay, say that again for everybody.
Hukka chamai. Nice to meet. Hi, nice to meet you.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
And Chloe, how about you? Can you give us
I
one?
know. Gem kam ken.
Giptum?
No, kem kam ken.
Now say that again.
Gem kam ken.
And what does that mean?
I love you.
Okay, there is something else that
Yeah.
I was taught yesterday by your cousin, Rose. And Rose taught me something about doing something with the eyelashes, and that means something like when you.
Oh,
Now, I know this is
the
audio.
eyebrows?
The eyebrows, yeah.
Like this?
And that means like hello.
Or-
It means goodbye, or
Yeah.
Now,
Like-
do you know where that stemmed from?
I don't know. Just people
It comes
just.
from maybe
A long time ago?
Yeah, ancestors
Like-
probably.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, you guys actually talked with your eyebrows.
If you were to ask me if I wanted to go play basketball, I was like,
Right, you wouldn't talk to me.
yeah, like let's
prob-
let's do this. Go on.
I wish I had this on video right now because that is amazing. That is amazing. when you get people like me that's never seen that before, and they ask you a question and you do that with your eyebrows, do they look at you weird and say, he's not even paying attention?
Yeah. It probably came from because it was too cold to like move around and talk, and like it was hard to speak, and so like that's how they communicate, like this
With
or like
eyebrows.
that.
Okay. And Zach, I'm going to wrap it up with this question.
Yeah.
And that is, you're a senior. I know, Chloe. I said it 3 times ago. I get it. You're graduating this year.
Yeah,
What are you going to do after you graduate?
I'm planning to be an electrician
An electrician.
Yeah.
And I have to ask, why an electrician?
because I heard they make a lot of money. That's
So
what
it's all about the money.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to go somewhere else? Do you want to go to college for that? Do you want to do an internship? Do you want to do a journeyman? Do you want to go to another state to learn this?
I'll probably go to another state to learn this, and I'll probably come back home and
So
be an
Zach,
electrician here.
do you think you want to spend the rest of your life here in Bethel?
Yeah, because Bethel's home, and I love to hunt, and Bethel is like a place where you could do things that you love to do.
It seems like everybody here is so friendly.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, like even here in the high school, you walk in and everybody's so friendly. Everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody says hello and goodbye, and they want to be a part of things. And
Yeah.
it's kind of, I can't wait to speak, today in front of you guys. Chloe, I'm going to ask you, what do you want to be? I mean, you're only in 7th grade, but do you have dreams? Like what do you want to be?
I want to be a welder here in Alaska.
You want to be a welder? Chloe, I have interviewed a young lady. She is a professional welder, and you know what she welds? Race cars.
Whoa.
She
cow.
makes great money, and she welds race cars that go over 300 miles per hour.
Holy
Holy
cow.
cow.
Yeah. Now, why a welder?
Because in Alaska, I heard it makes lots of money.
It's all about the money for you guys.
Yeah.
So, Chloe, when you go and learn, after you graduate, you become a welder. Do you want to move back to Bethel? I mean, do you call this home, or do you want to go and explore the world?
I want to go explore the world first and come back home.
Okay, if I said to you guys right now, here is a handful of money. You can go anywhere in the country. Zach, I'll start with you. Where would you go? What would you do?
Anywhere in the country?
Yep, anywhere in the country.
I'd probably go to Los Angeles to go watch.
You want to go to LA?
Yeah, to watch an NBA game. Lakers play. The
Okay,
Lakers.
you want to see what you want to watch the Lakers play?
Yeah, I'd watch the Lakers play.
So if there's anybody right now listening that can make that dream come true for Zach, he's a senior here in Bethel Regional High School. He wants to go see the Lakers play. So hopefully someone's listening, and that all of a sudden sends you some money and a couple tickets to the Lakers game, right?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
And Chloe, how about you? If I said, Chloe, here's a bunch of money, you can go anywhere in the country.
Probably just go back to Scammon Bay for a little bit. I want to see my family there and see cousins.
Nowhere crazy, you just want to go see family.
Yeah.
So when you went to Florida, I was just thinking about this. Did you go to Disney World?
Yeah.
Yeah? What was that like for you? Disney World had to be completely crazy for you because it had so many people, and Bethel is just, like, I think you guys only have like 6,000 people that live here. What was it like for you to go to Disney?
It was weird because I never seen so much people at one place.
Did you get kind of freaked out seeing all these people?
Yeah.
And what about the roads? Even the roads, there's people everywhere.
I'm kind of used to it because
Wait, you're used to what? Oh, in Anchorage. Okay, you're right.
Anchorage,
I was going to say
roads-
here, you guys call a traffic jam 5 cars at the stoplight. Not even a stoplight, you have a stop sign. There's not even a light here.
Yeah, I remember when I was young, there'd be like a really big traffic jam. Yeah, there was like
cars would try to figure out which one goes first or who goes first.
You're right, because there's a bunch of 4-way stops here. Yes. Well, guys, I first of all, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking time.
Thank you very much.
I know that you guys probably are just dying to get back to class, right? Now, if you guys could see their faces right now, they're both shaking their head no. They just told everybody how much they love school, but really, you love school so much you want to stay here and talk to me a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You're like, how much longer can this podcast go?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on the Outstanding Life Podcast. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Chloe, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, I'm Johnny D, the Motivational Cowboy. I'm here at Bethel High School, and hopefully we'll find a couple more students to talk to. We'll see you next time, right here on the Outstanding Life Podcast.
Later, guys.
We are the ones who can make a change. We're passion in our hearts and fire in our veins. We stand together, united and strong. Create a world where love and peace belong. Where love and peace belong. Where love and peace belong. We raise our voices high. Our mission touch the sky. With love in our hearts, we'll spread the word. Make a difference in this world. Make a difference in this world. We've got the power to make a change. Heal the world and the pain. We'll build a world strength. We'll never give up. The love we share will be just enough. With every beat, we're making a change. Create a world that's free from hate. We raise our voices high. Our mission touch the sky. With love in our hearts, we'll spread the word and make a difference in this world. Oh, make a difference in this world. We raise our voices high. Our mission touch the sky. With love in our hearts, we'll spread the word and make a difference in this world. Yeah, we'll make a difference in this world. We raise our voices high. We raise our voices high to make a difference in this world. Oh, to make a difference in this world.
Hey, I'm Johnny D, the Motivational Cowboy. Are you planning a conference, convention, meeting, assembly, or any live event that needs a guest speaker? I would love to be a part of it. For more information, visit motivationalcowboy.com. And don't forget to check out my Outstanding Life podcast every Sunday here on Dirt Road Radio, KYDT 103.1 FM and KBFS 1450 AM. Have an outstanding day.
Thanks for listening to the Outstanding Life Podcast. Follow Johnny D on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Motivational Cowboy. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the show, advertise, or would like to make a donation, please visit motivationalcowboy.com. And remember to have an outstanding day.